Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary to high school age. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the new A5 Erin Condren compact vertical planner, and I'm going to be doing a full flip through and how I plan to use it this year. This planner is actually going to be for my oldest daughter who is in high school, and she is going to be using it to plan out her homeschool weeks. And so I'm going to share with you how I plan to partner with her in order to help her with time management. So let's get into it. Here is the brand new A5 compact vertical planner from Erin Condren. Just like all of the other life planners, it does come with a ruler. I got this with a rose gold coil for Emma, and this is one of the Etta V covers. They are so pretty, and this is the one that she chose, but we did not have it personalized. So this is going to be Emma's planner for the next homeschool year. She has been using an academic planner from Erin Condren for the past couple of years, but when this new A5 planner came out, I thought that it might work for her just based on how we do our planning. The academic planner is a horizontal planner, and it does have some great features. However, it does not work as well for Emma because she works off of lists. That's how we've always done our homeschool, and there is not really enough space to make a list the way that we really like to use it. So we're going to give this a try. I'm going to go through it with you and sort of share how Emma and I will partner together to use it. She is still learning time management. She's just starting her high school career, so she does not have everything down, and I don't expect her to, and that's why I partner with her to teach her how to have time management and to plan her days so that she has enough time for all of the things that she wants to do. So let's get into it. When you open it up, you have this beautiful vellum page. This is the Color Blends design. I really like the Color Blends design this year, much more than the Harmony Colorful. And yeah, so that is the one that she chose as well. It says compact vertical layout. I have not even gone through this at all. I have seen a few pictures online, but this is my true first impressions and just how Emma and I have talked about how we're going to use it. So then you get to this quote, "The very best plans emerge when different perspectives meet." And then you get into your mini monthly calendar spread, which goes from July 2022 through December 2023. So she will use these mini monthly calendars similar to how I use them to block off days off, birthdays, that type of thing. And I plan to get some of those really tiny transparent dot stickers. I think maybe Planner Kate has them. I'm not sure. I will have to see if I can find a link. I did order some last year for the agenda, but now I can't remember where I ordered them from. Then you get into the 12 boxes, like goal boxes, or however you want to use them. They are not labeled with the month, so you can use them however you want. Most likely what we are going to do with these boxes is to list out the big projects that she has throughout the year, as well as any big tests or papers that she is going to be working on, or any sort of big project type thing. That's what I hope will go here, and we will kind of go through this before the year starts when I write out all of my themes and choose which Brave Writer, arrows, boomerangs, slingshots we're going to be using. Emma will only have to write down the applicable information to her. She will not have to also write down Jack's information. But having those themes, which I keep in my teacher lesson planner, will be helpful just so that she can see. And then we will also obviously put when we're going to be taking any vacations or larger chunks of time off, just so that she has that available for her. And then you have a lined page And then we're getting right into the monthly calendar. And this is another reason that we wanted to try this compact vertical planner, because it has the option to start in July. And we are year-round homeschoolers, but I run our homeschool year July through June. That's how I've always done it since we started homeschooling many, many years ago. I think that back when I started, I just took how the public school looks at their academic year for their budget purposes, and they run their year July through June, and it just made sense to me. So July through June is perfect. The academic planner does not start until August. And so we would always miss out on a month of planning because it wasn't really helpful to have it in the previous year's planner. Obviously, in the new academic planner, if it starts in August, it goes through July of 2023, but that July 2023 needs to be in the next year's planner so that she has a full year in her planner. I know it's small things, but that is what it is. Then you move into the month, and I love how it has this color up at the top and it gets progressively darker. The one thing that I wish in the A5 planners was that they did not have all of the holidays, because we do not celebrate all of the holidays, number one, and because the A5 is so much smaller than the regular life planner and the academic planner, because the academic planner is 7x9, we have to white out all of the holidays that aren't applicable to us, which is fine. That's not a big deal, and I do it in all of my planners, but there's just not enough space to leave them on here based on the amount of information that we write in them. So because this is a life planner and not an academic planner, we are losing some of the project pages. Last year, there were project pages for each month. Let me see if I can find her planner. So in the academic planner, instead of having this dashboard page, instead it had this kind of a dashboard page where it says goals, events, and some notes, and then there's a place for projects and exams. And so that is most likely how we are going to use these pages. We will write out any big projects that she has, dates that are important, that type of thing. And then any extra notes that she needs to write will be here. And we will fill this out when we do our monthly conference. I have a link for that if you're interested in how we do monthly conferences in our homeschool. It's just helpful for planning purposes. And then you move into the weekly spreads. And I am super excited about this because it is this little list format. And this is how I have been training my kids to do their homeschool work for years and years and years. And I will show you what I use. When my kids are little, and even now, I have these weekly schedule planning pages from Erin Condren. There have been different ones that I have used over the years. When I first started using these schedule pads, these weekly schedule pads, I used a very small one. It was just like a little notepad that had Monday through Friday and the weekend. There wasn't this extra note section. And as Emma and Jack got older, I needed the extra note section to keep notes for projects and things that maybe I didn't need to list for each individual day, so that they could also check it off. And then this past year, or maybe in 2020, I can't remember exactly when, I ended up getting this schedule pad because it had more space, and I needed a little bit more space to write out all of the stuff for Emma each week. And so what I do is I write out a list for my kids each week. When I'm doing my Sunday planning, I write everything out that I want to accomplish for the week. I do weekly planning. That's how I plan our homeschool. And I just put check boxes. Then for Jack and Emma, I give them a full week's worth of work. And they are able to work through it either how I have it in the days, or they can work ahead if they choose, but they do need to complete the work on the days that I have assigned it. If they want to work ahead, that's great. but they do have to at least complete their work each day. For Lucy, I only fill out one day at a time because she is only 7. She does not need to see an entire week. It would be too overwhelming. But what I do is I fill this out and then I give it to my kids, my older 2, and they're able to write the pertinent information into their planner. Now, Emma has obviously a lot more work to get through as somebody in high school, then Jack in middle school, and obviously Lucy in elementary. So when I give her this weekly schedule sheet, we will have our Monday meeting. I will go over the information and then she can take this and write it into her planner and work off of this. Now, my goal this year with Emma is to sit down with her so that I am not filling this out for her, and instead she is just filling this out. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about what needs to be accomplished, but it is one less thing for me because she's 14. She is able to write down what is due and do that on her own. She doesn't need to now copy it from a list that I make for her. Now that's just a stage that we go through. We start with checklist pages when they're very little, and then we move into these weekly schedule pads, and I'll fill out one day each day and they will check the things off. And then as they get into middle school, they'll have the full week, which is what Jack started with this past year. He was in 6th grade. So he would get his full week and he'd be able to transfer it into his planner to sort of follow along for the week. Now, and with Emma in high school, she is going to hopefully be writing her information down in here. So that is my plan for right now, but I'm going to keep going through this with you. So it just goes, this lovely little list section each day, and then there is a little bit of space over here. Again, these little mini monthly calendars are not super useful to me. I don't know if I would just give her little square stickers to stick over it, if she will even use this section. Most likely she will just highlight the week the way that I do because she observes how I use the planner and a lot of it is the same. So it's just going to keep going the same way with the same colorway all the way through July. And then you move into the next month. And so you have your line page, you have your monthly calendar, you have another line page and this dashboard, which again, we're planning to use for projects and exams and papers and notes, all of that kind of stuff. And then you move right into the weekly layouts again. And so this is just how it's going to be going through every single month. And I am so excited about how this is set up, especially for a planner for my high schooler. I think it's going to be super functional, and that is the most important thing. Obviously, I don't want to overwhelm her, but I do want to give her tools that she is able to use in order to learn to manage her time well as get the work done that is required of her. And I think this will give her enough space. Let me see here. So there are 12 lines here if you go all the way down here, and there are 12 lines here, which is plenty of space, I have realized, for high school for me to write down what is required each day. I do tend to break things out quite a bit, so that's really good that there is going to be enough space in each of these days. I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure, but after we talked about it a little bit, she decided that this was the option that would work best for her, and probably because it's the most familiar. I love the December page, this focus on the potential for greatness, not the possibility of failure, and this green, it's so pretty. Then you get into January. February. March, April, May, June, and technically this is supposed to be the last month, but it looks like I also have July, and I'm not sure if that's because this first week in July, the first is on a Saturday, and so they want to give you the first week of the month, but then it looks like they gave us all of July, which is nice. And I did see somebody from Erin Condren post that this was not a mistake, and so I guess that maybe this particular year is just a 13-month calendar instead of a 12-month calendar, which is nice. And then you move into some notes pages. So you have 10 notes pages, which is the same as in the regular life planner. You have this heritage and awareness observances, let's keep in touch, which most likely Emma could use this for passwords for the various curriculum programs that she's using online if she needs to save that information. And then future planning 2024, which I don't even know how to think about that. And then you get two pages of stickers. And I do believe that you can get this as an 18-month planner. I didn't, because she really only needs it July through June, and I didn't want to overwhelm her. There's no reason for her to have the extra months past June, because we will get her a new planner for the 2023-2024 school year. So I guess that's the only issue with this future planning, is that because this planner only goes through July, you do not have August through December of 2023. I guess you could, relabel these maybe as 2023 instead of 2024, but yeah. And then you have this beautiful color blends folder with a gold foil accent, and it does come with the perpetual calendar. It's, I don't know if Emma will use that or not, but it is in there, and it also came with the little folder of goodies, which I do not have right here. But this is the Color Blends Compact Vertical Planner. This is going to be Emma's planner for next homeschool year. She's really excited to be able to start using it. And like I said, I will have some stickers that I plan to get her, especially for the beginning with these mini monthly calendars. And yeah, so I will probably sit down with her and film, once our school year gets underway, how we are using this. But these are my initial thoughts and how I plan to use this with my daughter for the next homeschool year as her academic planner. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, or you can always email me. My contact form is in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.